I could tell by the way you sounded. Today really wasn't your day. So bring your pretty ass on in here. Let daddy take all the pain away. Yeah. So get on in this club and let me hook you up. I got you. Spend a long day and you in need of this girl. You know I got you. Don't you worry about nothing, let me handle it. Rose petals on the bed and them candles lit. Fresh fruit waiting for you, so welcome to paradise. Whatever you want, I got you covered, so just know that your every wish is my command. Whatever you need, you can be the beauty, I'll be the beast. You always, I'm your Superman. Let's play out your fantasies and get away from this reality. Cause nothing turns you on more than for you to know that I got it, babe. I got you, babe. I know you gon' like what's in store for you. Taking care of my ladies, what I'm supposed to do. Whatever's in your card, baby, you can have it. Make sure you check your cash out while you at it. Whoa, get all out that talk, I'm about to oil you up. I got you. Cause you know that I know you a sucker for booty rubs. Don't you worry about nothing, let me handle it. Rose petals on the bed and them candles lit. Fresh fruit waiting for you, so welcome to paradise. Whatever you want, I got you covered. Just know that you every wish is my command. Whatever you need, whatever you need, I'll be the beast. So many things, let's play out your fantasy. Get away from this reality. Cause nothing turns you on more than for you to know that I got it, babe. I got you, babe. Girl, you know I got you. I'm all that you need. Be there to the rescue. Fulfill your fantasy. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. What's
Good
good?
morning. Good morning. That was my boy Chosen. What I got you, that's my snitch.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, yo, check this out. If y'all want to hear me sing this song live, y'all come to the Blackout Series concert this
On
Sunday,
the 26th.
May 26th, 6 o'clock p.m.
Be there or be
I'll be
square.
there.
Is it a cost to get in?
Yeah, you actually, I posted the link on my page. You can actually go on Eventbrite and get your tickets.
Tell them I want to be on the guest list.
If I heard that,
I'm media. I want to be on the media list.
Yeah, good morning, y'all. That was
Tomorrow, you hear me talking on here, put me on the media list.
Yeah. Hey, it is Thursday. That means it's one more day till Friday. We almost there. So
they say Monday hump day. I think Thursday hump day.
Hey, you know, it's true what they say about the whole about when, you know, Sunday and Monday are better days off than Saturday and Sunday.
Good morning, Shelly.
Cause see, by the time you get to Thursday, the week is almost over, and it seems like it's that quick. Yep.
I can't see your face, Malcolm. You got that thing blocking you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing behind the scenes work.
Yeah, he over here doing that BPS work.
I want to see your face.
I will make an appearance here shortly. I'm just making sure I'm not looking retarded. Yeah, look. I'm gonna give you an example. Look, if I leave myself on the screen when I'm working behind the scenes, I'll be doing this.
Man, y'all don't be seeing that, but when Malcolm be over here and I'll be looking at Malcolm and Malcolm's facial expressions be taking over, I'll be like, Malcolm will sit up and Malcolm would do like, he'd be like,
that's funny.
I'll be like, Malcolm really going through it over there on that on that side. When y'all don't see Malcolm, I'll be looking at Malcolm. Malcolm be having all types of facial expressions and all types of animations. He throw his head down. And like the computer over there be fighting with Malcolm. He be fighting his own battles.
Yes, indeed. That's why I try to stay hidden until I'm done, and then I'll make an appearance then. But welcome everybody. Welcome to the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio, starring Lyric right there in the red, giving the peace signs, and Chosen in
What's
the
up,
blue.
y'all? What's up?
Y'all make sure you share the video all over the world. We want everybody to know who the hosts are. We want everybody to know who the host agency is, which is Real Talk 100 Radio. We want you to tune in every
Morning Table Talk.
We want you to tune in every Monday and every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. If there's a topic that you would like to discuss, hey, hit Chosen's inbox, hit Lyric's inbox, or hit Real Talk 100 Radio's inbox, and we're going to talk about it as long as we can censor ourselves, y'all.
We try.
Chosen and Lyric, tell them where to hit you on the inboxes if they have ideas of conversations.
Yeah, you guys, I'm on Facebook, Lyric, LEERYK space SG. I'm on Instagram, Lyric SCA, and I'm also Lyric Nunu Radio. You can also hit me on Snap at Lyric at Lyric Nunu Radio. What else am I on? I'm on Twitter, but I don't really be on Twitter like that. But hit me on all platforms.
All right, and as for myself, man, you can always hit me up on Chosen. On Facebook, it's two of them. You got Chosen Uchiha. It's Chosen CHOZ 1 N. So, but you got to spell it with the lowercase L because they wouldn't let me put no ones in there. So it's Chosen. You'll see it. UCHIHA. Chosen Uchiha. That's my personal one where you can kind of talk to me and all that and everything. Or you can hit me up on the Chosen page. That's CHOZ 1 N, and you can hit me there too. Instagram, I'm more active on my Instagram. So that is on Instagram. I am the Chosen. It's all one word. IAMTHACHOZ 1 N, and the same goes for TikTok. I am the Chosen. So if you want to get
TikTok, same with me.
If you want to get at me on TikTok before we get TikTok taken away, you can reach me on TikTok at I am the Chosen. So those are the three places.
They trying to take TikTok?
Yeah, you ain't been seeing that.
Why they taking TikTok?
Trying to ban TikTok. They getting ready to try to pass that thing to ban TikTok.
Why? Because of the murders and stuff that's been going on?
Nah, you're gonna have to do a little research.
No, that's why.
That's really not why. I don't want to say why.
Okay.
I think it is right now. We have to discuss that, but yeah, they trying to take. They've been after TikTok.
I got too many followers on TikTok. Don't y'all mess with TikTok?
Yeah, they've been after TikTok.
I got 6,000 followers and climbing.
That's what's up, man.
Before you continue, Arsenio's on here. He says good morning. He has shared the video and tagged y'all in it. Arsenio also says he shared it to groups. We have Mr. Dre Rawls and we have official 45J tuned in on Instagram. Dre Rawls says top of the morning and he throws up the H sign and the peace sign. Also official J, official underscore
Sandra, love you.
Official underscore 45J says top of the AM. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're on Instagram, please share the video, the inboxes, at least 5 or 10 of them for us, and get people interested. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, share the video, tag people to the video, tag small businesses, tag and we're gonna get started. We're back to the Table Talk Morning Show right now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm thinking about what I want to talk about, but you know what? The summertime is coming. The kids are getting out of school, and I am not looking forward to it.
Summertime.
I think they should have year-round school.
Well, let's get into that. You notice how these kids having all these holidays and days off during the school year? Summer's just getting short.
They get out for Teachers Day. They get out for Get Your Nail Fixed Day. They get out for our Broke a Toenail Day. they get out for everything.
On us, it really don't bother me that. Well, it kind of does, but it really, I'm like, oh man, whatever. But the summers is getting shorter because right when you get ready to get fed up, they get ready to go back to school.
Yep, they do.
Y'all remember back
family reunions? Anybody having a family reunion this summer?
Yup.
Where's yours going to be at?
I had to get
Where's yours going to be at?
East Texas. That's East Texas in a little town called Wascom. So if
I'll be in
anybody-
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town. So if anybody
Ours is the Hesters, the Whites, the Wardlaws, the Cummings, the Johnsons, because my mama was a Johnson.
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I know
I'm
that's
excited.
as am I. So
Yeah. I can't wait.
Now,
Go home and see people you ain't seen for a while, kick it with your family you haven't kicked it with for a while. And I think family reunions are important because you'll see them this year, next year they'll be gone. That's how it's been happening.
Yes, indeed. As we
East
get
Texas, we got one in East Texas.
East Texas.
Yep. Yeah, tell us if y'all got a family reunion and where it's going to be. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Tell us your family name, if you're having a family reunion this summer, and where it's going to be located. I want to have one up for my dad's side, the Simmons family. I would love to do that. Maybe in Mississippi somewhere, Alabama. We from Alabama out there.
Official _45 Jay says, I'm in Dallas, Texas. East Texas, not too far from Hooks. He says both cities in response to the family reunion. He has Dallas and East Texas.
Yep.
Cool. Yay. I like that. Do that again.
So if you
Somebody did the fireworks behind me on my screen. I like that. Do that again. That was cute.
So you know, if you traveling like East Texas, you know, you hitting like Mount Enterprise, Seven Oaks, and Diboll and Corrigan, and then up to Lufkin. Then you hitting Carthage. Yeah, we up that way. You almost, you know, going the same way to Tyler, going the same way to Dallas. You know, you hit all them in between Houston and Wascom. So
okay. I want to send some shots out. I want to send a shout out to my sister Sherry Gordy all the way in Vegas and Cali. She's getting ready to open up a new club. Well, her club backup. It's going to be a reopen for Sherry Gordy Presents. And what she does is she has a club, and this club patronizes like the local artists, small art. I shouldn't say local because she comes to Houston and pull artists out of Houston to come and perform. And she is the daughter of Barry Gordy. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be going to Vegas. I want to do a sit down with her because I want to open one up here. So I'm trying to get that all planned out and see if I can have something up and going before the end of the year. And I will be doing it on the north side. You know, everybody keeps saying everything on the south side. Exactly. I'm tired of going to the south side. Well, I want to do something right here on the north side and bring some love and flavor over here. I'm excited about this summer. I'm the general manager over at Daiquiri Island To Go. So we got a lot of new things happening. The store is being revamped, bringing some new things in. There we go. Happy Vibes Daiquiri at 2833 Spears Road. Shout out to Ed Youngblood. We're going to be doing our CBDs and our THAs and THCs, whatever the legal name for that is. We're going to have a display. Our display is being built as we speak so that we can have all that available. We got the gummies already available. We got our crawfish guy out there. You know, guys, I do crawfish, but I'm tired. I just want to take me a break. Good morning, Leah. Good morning. And so, guys, come out and patronize. I'll be there today. My intentions are to go do a live. I'll be there I want to do 4 to 6, but it may be 5 to 7. I'll be doing it for 2 hours. I'll be giving away a few things. We are, waiting for this summer to bust open so I can get out there and start doing some stuff outside, have some entertainers come and perform, set up a stage in front of the store, let you guys come and perform and set up some vendors. So put my head together with our radio station and see what we can do with that. But who else did I want to send? Oh, shout out to Euphoria, to Rice and his wife, Tamala. I want to send a shout out to Monty and Tamala. I am so proud of what you guys are doing. And Tamala is doing great things. She just finished some classes and some courses. Congratulations to her. And if I forgot anybody, I'll remember it. I'll put it in later. But that's me today, y'all.
That's what's up.
So I don't know. What are we discussing today? I feel like being a little frisky today. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm in a good mood today. I got to see my boo, so I'm in a very good mood.
that's what's up, man. Always good.
Yes, and I am 2024. I discussed this with somebody. 2024 has been prophetically spoken to be the year for us, people of color. And this is the year that you're supposed to be starting your business, completing your business, doing your DBAs, getting your LLCs done, turning over new leaves, changing things from last year to be better this year. And I want to tell you that I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter of great energy. I'm a supporter of anybody that wants to do something new. My cat is over here meowing. She gonna get beat up. And I am a supporter of small businesses, and it doesn't have to be African American or a person of my color. It can be any person. I'm supporting you if you have a small business. Y'all know how to hit us up in the link. Let us know. We'll bring you on the show. This is May. May is the last month we're doing the interviews completely free because we got to make some money up at that studio to keep us up and going. We also are I want Malcolm to get his Cash App and put it up because we also are taking donations for the station. We need people to support us. We love you guys to listen to us. And I'm excited about what we're doing and where we're going, but we need your help to do it. The bills got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? If you want something advertised, hit us up, call us, let us know. We'll get you on the screen. I got a company that I want to support over on the Southwest side. It's called FINAP, FINAOP Autos. A good friend of mine, Eddie has a car shop over there. He's a car dealership, and he sells cars. I work over there part-time helping him out. If you guys are looking for a car, look up FINAP. I can't say a word, crap. But anyway, he's located on the Southwest side. I will get that information to you. I'm looking to see if he's supposed to send me his flyer, so I could have gave it to Malcolm, but we're going to give it to him anyway so we can get it posted. But guys, go out there and patronize him. Helping him helps me, because if you drop my name that Lyric sent you, it's a plus for me. Any other businesses y'all want some shots out? Let's get it done. The end of the month is coming up quick. Let's get it done. This is May, month of the Geminis right now. Them Geminis, I'm a June Gemini, but I'm supporting them May Geminis all day. I celebrate my birthday from the beginning of the Gemini month to the end of the Gemini. So my birthday is every day now.
Right.
So Geminis.
Right quick. I don't know what the appearance is. I do apologize once again. This is crazy. Every week there's something. My bad. Hope I sound pretty good now. As far as Gemini is concerned, I can't wait till we get back to Scorpio season. Actually,
don't be such a hater. You better celebrate us. We make the world go round because we got 12 personalities.
That hinders the growth of the world. Hey,
I got 12 personalities, and I can tell you all of their names.
Real quick, before we get to them names, we have comedian See No Evil tuned in on Instagram. He says, "Good morning."
Good morning, See No. See No Evil.
We have official _45J. He said, "That's what's up. I'm an artist. Check me out when y'all grab time. Greatly appreciate it if you do." Official _45J also says, when you were saying you're frisky today and you're in a good mood, he says, "Oh, you got some cootie last night." So
I got some cootie all night, not last night. I don't care. It's been too long. Damn it.
Well, she like meowing and cat was meowing.
Yeah, she meowing.
I'm purring. She better go lay down. Look, she's standing in my doorway too. She better go lay down.
She telling it on you. That's what she doing.
We have.
You hear?
Yep.
The cat. No, I didn't hear her that time, but I'll hear her later. Comedian See No Evil says that's why her cat is meowing.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Y'all funny. Y'all real funny.
Your cat funny. Your cat over there telling all the tea.
She ain't telling nothing. She better go and sit down somewhere.
I just heard her again.
I went out last night to the Red Rooster. The Red Rooster is so underrated. I love the Red Rooster. I had a great time.
Which Red Rooster you went to?
There's only one right now. The one on the south side.
Because I don't never go to Red Rooster. So I
like old school. They got old school and they got the R. They got one side for old school and the other side is R&B and hip hop. And it was nice, except for when it was time to go, some little girls got to fighting.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah, we can't never act right. We can't never go nowhere and act right. The whole night was great. No fighting in the club, none of that going on. You know? And then the girl I was with, she running trying to say, I said, girl, you're going to get your head popped. You don't run up and watch no fights. I'm from Chicago. When they start fighting, it's time to go. I'm not going to start and watch you fight somebody get to shooting then, you know? So, I was like, yeah, I don't have time for the fight thing. I'm too pretty, can't get my face scratched out. We're not doing that. I mean, if I got to fight, I will. But look, I ain't trying to go start nothing. Shit. Shoot, I mean.
We have Angela tuned in too, everybody. Thank you, Angela, for tuning in.
What's up, Ange?
She has tagged quite a few people to watch with us.
Fantastic.
Brianna Lopez, Jay Reckless, Lisa Ramos, Lee and we have Bobby Bless, we have Tony with the Good Brisket, we have T Money, Al, her brother, and Rob V, music.
And singer. Tony is fire, y'all. He had, I think, was it a salmon taco, whatever it was good. Yeah, he's the truth. And Tony, if you listening, I got some things coming up, some events coming up. I'm gonna need you. For real, for real. Hey, Kim. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Let's get to a topic, everybody. If we don't have here, let's get one from the listening audience. We have Angela Vieira tuned in. She says, I see that McDonald's coffee. She says, I'm not sure. Oh, she's talking about Chosen's McCafe.
Yeah, I know. I got
McCafe.
I gotta have my little juice, dog. You know what I'm saying? Get me going in the morning, dog.
Wait a minute. Did y'all see the video when the girl that went and got her Egg McMuffin and she opened her Egg McMuffin and it was moving?
I bet not see it.
And when she showed it close up, it was little things moving on her freaking egg. I'm never, ever eating McDonald's again. Ever. I can't. I can't even get that out my head.
No.
Don't get
okay.
Since y'all got me started. It's like a lot of stuff that we've been knowing, but we just haven't. A lot of us just haven't come to grips with the fact that this processed food is just not good for us, man.
It's not.
It's like it's getting worse. Like now, I think it was on the news the other night, and they were talking about like why the processed foods are like worse now. Like,
but not just that, Chosen. What about they're now putting meat out that's not even real meat, and it's in the stores right now.
Well, they've been doing it.
Well, I didn't know that.
They've been doing it. It's just now it's more. Now it's because of the population, they have to do more things to try to substitute for what. That's why when we start talking about
it's a shortage and everything, don't nobody know that. I don't think people realize that.
Don't nobody like people are starting to like notice why your food don't taste the way it used to, because they can't use certain things because they're running out of stuff. Why you think we've been on this? Like I said, I've been on this earth 47 summers, rather 47 winters. Been over here 47 winters, and not one time have I ever known Burger King or anybody else to come out with something called the Impossible Burger. It could have been done long before then, long before now.
Yeah.
But it never has, because they've always had what they've had to give you what you do. And it wasn't really real. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come on, man. Just think about it. Now, all of a sudden, everything is impossible. Now, all of a sudden, you got Beyond Chicken. Now you got the plant-based stuff.
Well, plant-based is one thing, but they've gone beyond the plant-based now. They're doing some other chemical, Yeah, so plant-based is one thing. But plant-based is actually healthy for you depending on how it's made. But
that's why I say, just pay attention as to how this stuff is changing now. Like they could have been doing that, but they haven't. It's like you can definitely tell either we running out of something, or the effects in people are getting worse. So now they keep stuff up. Now,
so Shelly says, this is how I feel about tilapia fish. She said, I saw that they were breeding them in the what?
Yeah, that's not no real.
Oh, breeding them in their SHIT that I was 4 years ago. She said, I haven't ate it since.
Yeah, that's like a clone fish. Tilapia is like a clone fish.
It's a hybrid.
It's like a clone fish. It's like it ain't. Yeah,
it's a hybrid.
Y'all
I like tilapia.
Man, shout out this question. Anybody that's on anybody that's that's tuning in to us, have y'all ever watched this movie called Soylent Green?
Mm-mm.
Y'all need to go. Y'all, it's old. I'm talking about old. And if you watch, and if you know about that movie, think about that was back then. Here we are, 2024. This is like an old Robert Redford movie. It's called Soylent Green. Y'all need to go check that out. If some things that make you go,
Soil it.
Soylent. Soylent.
Soylent Green. Okay.
Soylent Green.
What is the movie about?
Okay, official is he said start growing your own foods. Yeah, you could start growing your own foods if it wasn't illegal. They be trying to tell you that you can't do it. But yeah,
official 45J, what's happening, baby?
But even if you do that, like what I'm saying, the soil ain't what it was, and all of these different things. So it's better. I agree with you. Start growing it's better, but even there's a risk. So yeah, you have it. So Soylent Green is an old movie back in the 70s, like the late 70s, I think. So it was basically covering the overpopulation. So it's like population, how they deal with population control. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Just see if you can look it up. I'm pretty sure you can look up clips on YouTube. I don't know where you can find it at because it's an old movie. I'm gonna tell y'all how I wound up watching it. So I've been married twice. I always gotta tell y'all that. So my first ex-wife, she wound up renting the movie back when it was VHS.
Dang, it's old.
Yeah, back when it was VHS. Like you had VHS.
I got VHS in my garage.
So early, late, the last of the 90s. It was a VHS. So she wound up renting this movie. She was always on this kick, she was always conscious about life. She actually helped put me on some conscious stuff, and I'm like, really? All right, okay. So anyway, make a long story short, she wound up renting this movie, telling me about kind of what the movie was about. And
London.
I wound up watching the movie, and I was like, dog, this movie here a trip. And then you start thinking about it like now, this movie was way back then, and the stuff now to make you think.
What's the matter, Mama? What's the matter?
So you had this stuff called Soylent Green. And so it was like a little green cube. So instead of eating regular food, that's what you had to eat. You had to eat these green cubes called Soylent Green.
Ew.
Ooh, say, Larry.
Huh?
Oh, one thing about to happen. We'll get back to Soylent Green in a minute, right? Is that the thing?
Soylent Green. Well, that's it. If y'all know,
I'm not gonna play with you, Malcolm.
I'm finna take a shot.
I'm not gonna play with you, Malcolm.
You finna be all kind of cat lady.
I'm not gonna play with you, Malcolm.
Lyric's name is Selena Kyle. For the next hour.
He said, hi, Sophia.
For the next hour and 25 minutes, her Lyric's name is Selena Kyle.
It is not.
It is Selena Kyle, the Catwoman.
It is a Lyric.
I think that's a nice touch, though. That's a nice touch. It's a conversation
for the next hour and a half.
But if I was scrolling on my phone right now, I'd definitely be saying, "Man, look at this pretty ass cat. Oops, look at this pretty cat lady."
I think
here.
you can say the A word.
I can say the A.
I said the A word in my
She-
song. You say
She pretty, but she a cat lady. Look at her.
Yeah,
but-
lyrics name is Selena Kyle for the next hour and a
That would-
half.
Look at her. She's so spoiled. Y'all see her?
Look, I'm gonna give y'all a close up on the cat. What's the cat's name, Lyric?
Her name is Sophia. Say hi, Sophia. Say my name is Sophia. Say hello. See?
Hey, y'all can call in right now and make fun of the cat lady right now at 832-560-2888.
Don't make fun of me.
I'll put you. Y'all remember this movie called Cat's Eye? Speaking while we got cats on the
Cat's
thing.
eye.
Huh? Cat's Eye.
I remember Catwoman.
It was a Stephen King movie back in the
Mama.
Y'all don't remember Cat's Eye? Anybody in our listening audience, y'all remember the movie called Cat's Eye? It was a Stephen King movie back in the
You
80s.
want all these old movies. You act like you an old man. Don't be.
I just got a real good memory. That's it. I mean, think about it. You tell somebody something back in the 80s, they're gonna be like, golly, that's old. That is kind of
Very old.
That's old back in the 80s. Cat's Eye. That was my movie, man. When that dude told that man, he said, man, look, he said, yeah, if we catch you again, I'll bring your wife down here and put her in the cat room. I'll bring your wife down here, stick her in the cat room. Dude had if y'all remember that movie, man, let me know in the comments. Let us know somewhere down in the thing if y'all remember that movie. Y'all know I be on my nostalgia. I be on, bro. Think about it. It's a lot of stuff going on now. Don't you think wish you could go back to the 80s because the way stuff
I
is?
do. Back in the 80s, I mean, I had a good time back in the 80s. I was in high school. I graduated from high school. I was in the military. I had some fun. I did some traveling, met my first husband. Yes, I love the 80s.
Yeah, we all love the 80s. Man, think people
Had my
like
first child in the 80s.
people like to say that, like, man, y'all stuck in the past. Now, y'all do know the past, present, and future happens at the same time, but that's another conversation. But they'll be like, think about it though. Like, you had some of your best times.
Right, Shelly. No side jokes.
You know what I'm saying?
Shelly said no side jokes chosen.
What you mean, no side jokes?
She said, don't be making fun of me.
Side joke. Oh, when I said Selena Kyle? Huh?
Yeah,
Nah, you're gonna have to look up and see who Selena Kyle is, man.
I'm going to have to because she better be fly.
Your name is Selena Kyle for right now, dog. But yeah, okay, I tell y'all what, man. Y'all hit us up.
We need to have a fashion show on one of our shows, y'all.
Y'all call us. I mean,
what to wear and what not to wear. That's what we're going to talk about. Some of the clothes that people put on just because they make it in their size.
You said just because they make the stuff that they want just because they make it in their size. She said
The clothes people wear just because they make it in your size. You don't have no friends if you go outside looking crazy.
That's what's up, Angie. I see that. She said, hell yeah, the 80s. Man, the 80s and the 90s. The
80s for me. 70s and 80s for me.
Great time to be alive.
70s, 80s, and 90s. I mean, those were good years, you know? I can remember 70, 80s, and coming into the 90s, you can still leave your doors unlocked.
Yeah. See, I can't really say I remember the 70s because I was the last in the last few years of the 70s. I was born in 76.
I was born in 65. So in 70, I was in the 70s, I was going into out of elementary school into middle school. So 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I mean, school wasn't really bad for me. Only time I think I had a bad experience is when I was in elementary school and I got bullied. And I was standing up against the wall. It was my cousin and 3 other girls bullying me. And my mother happened to be going by and pulled up and saw them bullying me and pulled me out of public school and put me in a private school. So that's probably that's my only bad experience. After that, everything was gravy.
So what exactly? This question goes out to both Lyric and Chosen, and it also goes out to the listening audience. What is it about the 80s that you like most over what you see now in 2024? That goes out to the listening audience.
Ask the question again. Ask it again.
This question is posed to the listening audience as well. What is it, if you were born in the 60s or the 70s, what is it that you like about the 80s more than you do about 2024 in your own thoughts?
80s? In the 80s, I mean, life it wasn't as, well, actually, no, because, well, the 80s was I think the 80s was good. 80s, coming out of high school, coming out of high school, I was in sports. Today our kids are different than we were back then. You know, today I feel sorry for the teachers that have to take care of the kids. You know, look, my son just got on here talking about, Mama, what are you wearing? My kids think they're my daddies. That's something different too, because back in the 80s, we could wear this and ain't nobody gonna mess with us. But back in the 80s, I just think it was, I don't want to say the wrong thing, safer for me, you know. The 80s the music was fire, for sure. The music was fire. I experienced a lot of like Motown and the Temptations, the music back then. That's one thing I know is different from 2024. I prefer that to what I hear now. 80s, let me see, what else? I don't know. I have to think about that a little bit more too, but I think the music, if I have to narrow it down to something, the music.
Chosen?
Man, so I have to say, like, for me personally, the 80s, everything, like of course everything is new, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, when you're young and you growing up in that area, everything, you know.
Thank you, Shelly.
But then again, everything had, like, going outside, you were free. You know, you didn't really worry about too much about a lot of things that you worry about now. You know, you bicycles in the yard, everybody came over to the house that was popping, and everybody talked to each other, and the whole come in the house when the street light was on. It was you were able to be a lot more tough, if for lack of a better word, you was able to go out. Like, I remember being able to just hop on a swing and ride down 2 subdivisions and
be safe.
Be safe and go, and then you come in and you listen to the music, and the music was like PG-13 was, you know, PG-13 wasn't that bad. You know, like if you look at the ratings now, like everything is darn near rated R. Rated R back then was like rated R, and you didn't see rated R until later on that night. Now everything is out. So when you go to the music, like the music was more heartfelt. The producers and the writers put like their heart in it, so you felt the music more. That's why we call it
content.
The content was there. They wrote about just like anything, and you had to kind of like do a little research as to music was almost like scriptures in the Bible. You could read one scripture and you might get something out of it, and then somebody else might talk about it, and y'all get 2 different meanings and still come to agreement with it. And it was just one of them eras. The food tasted better.
Yes.
Pizza Hut in the 80s.
And you know what? I noticed in the 80s too, we didn't do that fast food. Our parents cooked.
Man, they cooked. But when you really wanted to go to McDonald's. You really wanted to go to McDonald's. And then and man, I mean, dude, like McDonald's and Burger King, it was better. It was safer to eat then than it is now.
But like you said, Chosen, the food tastes better back then too.
Back then, man. And then I wish nowadays they can give us back. They can give us back the Can we have 2024 but with the 1980s economy, man? Like with the 80s prices and stuff like that.
Right.
Don't touch my pay now, you know what I'm saying? Don't change nothing except for the
gas prices.
On everything.
Wasn't the Coke in the Coke machine like a quarter?
Yes, yes, man.
Well, 50 cents. You probably get a Coke for 50 cents.
Golly, y'all remember? And in the 80s, but it was funny though, because like I remember sometimes they say, hey, I want to go to McDonald's. You got McDonald's money? Like,
yep.
McDonald's,
you can get a burger for 25 cents.
But then you see
White Castle burgers were 25 cents.
So now you ain't got no reason to sit up and tell nobody you got McDonald's money, because if you couldn't afford McDonald's back then time bring about a change. But then just Saturday mornings in the 80s was paramount. Like as a kid, as a cub, the 80s, if you grew up, and I'm only speaking from my upbringing, and I really wish, and I'm hoping that I'm touching people that can relate, dog. Like, man, you go to school Friday, you chill out, you talk to one of your little homeboys or whatever, and then you try to get there. Hey, have your mama call my mama and see if she can see if you can come over, because if your mama call my mama, see your mama nicer than my mama, and your mama, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you wait to see, like, you can't wait to see your friends that you only see at school. And then you wake up in the morning with a nice big old bowl of Cap'n Crunch or something like that, watching all the 80s. And you did that until about maybe 12. And then you saw Soul Train, and then you had Kung Fu Theater. And then you got up and then you went back outside. See, before I became a game head, y'all know I'm a gamer.
Well, they had game heads back there because Atari. I remember Atari.
Before I became a game head, it was like I would want to go outside, and then
kids don't go outside today.
And I go outside, man. When the last time you seen a kid ride a wheelie on a bike down the street?
They too scared they're gonna hurt themselves.
Some of them still do. Some of them still do, but not many.
Ride a wheelie down the street. Well, we used to sit up there and try to see how long can you hold this wheelie.
You was the baddest kid.
Wait a minute. Chosen, did you guys build go-karts? Because we built go-karts.
Okay, I got a memory. I'm gonna see. Well, y'all can't see my ashy arm real quick. But anyway, like on this arm right here, I remember my cousin, he had a go-kart. Y'all remember the go-karts that you had to crank up like a lawnmower? And then you sit up there, you crank the little engine. My cousin had this go-kart, and that bad boy got up. It had RPMs. That bad boy was fast. And I was so excited to get on this go-kart, man, and like he could only like ride one around the block and then come back and get the other. And then his brother, he messed around, and he was able to get on the back of the go-kart and hold on to the back. And I was like, man, I want to do that because I can't wait for my turn. But one time my elbow hit that engine and I was done. I didn't want to do that no more. I said, I'll wait my turn. That bad boy singed the heck out of my arm. I was like, man. So and then you do that to some kid nowadays, his arm gets singed on the engine. They calling 911. They calling
CPS.
That kid going to the doggone hospital. Let me tell you what happened when I singed my arm. I singed my arm and burned my forearm. I cried, because it burned. It was scary. But you know what my mama did? My mama went there and got some kind of spray.
Salve.
It was some kind of spray, a salve. And she sprayed that mug on there and put a patch on that mug, and I kept it.
Wait a minute. When you talk about that, I remember the house we grew up in. The backyard you can go around the back, and it had this gate. But the gate had wore down. There was a little pipe that would stick out of the ground. My mother would always say, put your shoes on. Don't go outside without your shoes on. Well, my brother John ran outside without his shoes on, stepped on that pipe, tore that skin up. My mother took his skin, cleaned it, and pushed it back up in there and put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
She wrapped it. She was not going to the emergency room.
Bruh, we was like resilient back then. You know how they say this generation is they wiser but weaker. Like, I don't know if y'all heard that, but wiser but weaker. Man, shoot, I sit up there I remember one time riding a bike down the driveway. I popped a wheelie on the driveway, ain't have on nobody's shirt. Bike goes all the way back. And I fell down on my back.
Wow.
Rolled over, got right back up, checked to see if I was bleeding. Wasn't bleeding, got right back on the bike. Did y'all ever try to ride? Oh, since we talking about bike riding, this different from what Lyric loved. This Selena, this different from what Selena. You remember
Don't play with me. My name is Lyric.
Different from what the bike she into the motorcycles. When we talk about the little bike riding I did, on the swing. Did y'all used to ever try to see how long you could ride on the curb?
Yeah. I didn't do it all.
Yeah, try to sit up there, ride on the curb and see how long you can stay on the curb doing that. And Man, look, we did so much stuff in the 80s as kids. Y'all remember when they used to have a quarter pipe for the skateboards?
Yes, sir.
And then you used to get up on your skateboard and you do the quarter pipe, whatever. Well, me and my homeboy we got the notion that we wasn't gonna just do the skateboard. We was gonna jump them bad boys on a bike. So the quarter pipe goes straight up. Golly, man. Nowadays the kids it be on some. Man, I ain't gonna never forget. Man, we sit up there, get the nerve up to go. I say, I'm gonna do it. You do it, I do it. I'm gonna do it. I do it first. And then like, I dare you to do it, I do it. And boy, I'm talking about halfway down the street, all the speed you can get on a swing. No helmet, no knee pads, no nothing. Just on the swing. Hit this turnpike, go way up in that bad boy, came down. Bad part about it is your male genitalia and then come down on that bad boy wrong. Yeah, you in falsetto for a week.
Ooh.
Man, we did that. These are things we did back in the 80s, man.
Okay, Shelly she says as far as the 80s and today, she feels as if the new generation of kids don't get the same parenting or grandparenting as a lot of the kids did back in the day. She says today they don't even have a relationship with God. They took it out of the schools though. You can't even teach that in school no more.
Y'all remember when they used to paddle you at school?
No, the private school I went to, but my teacher got to paddle me one time. Oh, we got a caller.
Y'all hold on. Hey, good morning. You at the table with Lyric and Chosen. Who we got?
Hey, this your boy Shorty Rock.
What's
better
good?
known as
Happening,
Brother
Shorty
Black
Rock?
King. What's going on, Brother Malcolm?
Hey, what's happening, Shorty? What's happening, baby? What?
Salute.
Not much. Hey, I just want to give my answers. I want to say the difference that I would like to see go back to the 80s right now would be no social media.
Yep.
Just think, no social media. No social media. I enjoyed no social media back in the 80s.
Yep. I can agree with that.
So the social media has caused a lot of problems these days and
It
a lot
has.
of bad situations.
It's a double-edged sword, though. I can agree with that, but the same way it's caused some issues, it's also helpful. But,
Yeah.
Like I say with anything, man, it's always two sides to everything. It's just all in how you wield it. If you wield it for your betterment, then it'll be for your betterment. If you wield it as a weapon, it'll be a weapon, to destroy. So, but social media gave a lot of people, it gives a lot of people a means to create. What you create is on you.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, real easy. But back in the 80s, you would have to put an effort and more hard work to become, should I say, in that spotlight, or a real word of mouth, or somebody would actually have to come out and see you, not just look on their phone, sit back in the house and not do nothing. At least in the 80s, you had to go out, see people, get to see things, do something different instead of sitting at your house on social media all day. So that's what I'm saying. At that same time, I mean, the social thing is that going out and socializing with people face to face instead of always on these phones and everything. That's the situation that we're facing today. To me,
Yeah,
is the social media. So, we go both ways, but that's my way.
yeah.
That's how I feel.
I said I agree. I agree because we knew how to survive without it. We definitely got the job done back then without
and had a lot of fun and had a lot of problems and nothing like that.
Yep.
So
80s was a lot more fun to me.
I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm just gonna continue to listen in to the show. Peace and blessings to all you brothers and sisters out there, and keep your head up.
Likewise, man.
Thank you.
Well, Dave, thank you for your call and thank you for your support.
Already, brother. Be good.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, listen. Oh, I forgot my train of thought. I was going to say something about the 80s. I'll think of it again.
Yeah, you will. Y'all remember the movie Breaking? I remember Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm bringing this movie up because like what my man just got through saying, like, it wasn't no social media. And so y'all remember, okay, cool, the movie was about break dancing and everything, but they was also trying to save the civics. They was trying to save their their center, because the big wigs wanted to tear it down and put something else in there, but they was like they had to raise this money, and they had Ice-T in there, and everybody was doing, so they wound up having this dance off, this big old concert. It wasn't no social media there, man. Them bad boys, they 80s movies used to have them montages on how they used to get stuff done. So they was over there printing, not really printing because they had no printers. They was making flyers with the little paint, and you had to get the little cutout and then put it on the paper and get the roller thing and actually do the work, just like my guy, just like the last caller was talking about. They had to actually go over there, and they had to go put all that stuff on the walls and actually walk and go do it. He said also whoop these disruptful kids. Yep. That's right. Hey, that's right, Jay. And so they had to go do all that leg work. And it was, and if they did get any kind of media, the media came down there whenever they was kicking up enough dust. The radio, the news station came down there. Now, if you need something, you sit up here on social media, it's just easy for you to put a video out saying what you need. And if people came to see it, it really wasn't no work. So yeah, I totally agree with what the last caller had said. But I brought that movie up to show you, hey, that was an example of how hard you had to actually work and go do door to door. If not door to door, you had to throw stuff in the community for people to come. People still do that now, but back then.
Well, look, block parties back in the 80s.
Yup.
Got a caller.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the table. Who we got?
You have Shelly. Hi, Chosen. Hi,
Oh, what's up,
Malcolm.
Shelly?
Hi, Lyric.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Shelly, for calling.
You're welcome. The difference for me from the 80s and now is that, raising a whole gang of children, I find that I was taught a lot of things from my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and my parents, Yes, they did teach you how to go outside and have fun and experience the world and, touch the ground with your feet. They say positive energy comes from, your feet touching the ground and touching the grass, and it has a symbolic experience with nature, things like that. And also, we taught our kids things that we learned. So my kids have a relationship with God. My kids know, that although the word that they use is karma, I may not use that word, but maybe another, they know that what you put out in the world, what type of energy you put out in the world, you get it back. I taught them that they had to respect themselves. I have a young man that's in our life that say, no one wants a woman that doesn't need a man. And I'm thinking to myself, no mother wants a daughter that has to get out here and have a man tell them what and what not to do, knowing that in the 80s, men taught young men how to be men. In the 20s, men are teaching young men how to smash, who can get the most amount of smashes, or how to be kept. And I was so thankful. I am an adopted person, and so my parents adopted me, and they fostered 154 kids and adopted 6. My mother was a stay-at-home mom, but she also taught us how, in the future, this was back in the 80s and the 90s, that in the 2000s, the 20s and the 30s, that men are going to be different. And when she used to say that, I never, ever expected it to come fruition, which is now. And so I just feel like a lot of our there's no way a grandparent, each child should have at least a grandparent, an uncle, an auntie to teach them certain things. Our children are not going to even know their history because they're, like Karen said, they're taking them out of the schools, they'll tell you your child is misbehaving. You take your child home and spank them, and they'll send CPS out. But then they'll take your child and put them in the system, and they'll beat the hell out of them. You see what I'm saying? So I take care of them, I feed them, I clothe them. I can't spank them, but you don't do anything for them. In the 80s, a child knew better. If they did wrong and they got spanked, they knew better to go say, not to say no. Now, do not misinterpret me, because beating and spanking is two different things.
Absolutely.
So,
abuse is
they
separate.
knew better. It's just now kids the system have told them that, you can do whatever you want to do, and your parents can't do anything about it. In the 80s,
because you can call 911.
And so I just feel like no child. Most of the grandparents are so young that they're out here twerking. I'm a grandparent and I can't twerk, but I will shake.
I'm not twerking.
A cheek here and there, but that's just out of fun around my kids. But my responsibility as a grandparent is to teach my kids the things that society won't teach them. Teach the things that my mother and my grandmother and great grandmother taught me. And then, as far as the young man saying taking the internet or the media out, without the internet and media, we definitely would not be experiencing the type of justice that we are experiencing now. Because a lot of times when we said something was so, no one believed us or cared to hear us. So now that it's being broadcast and put on the internet, it helps. But
caught on the internet, yeah.
It diminishes. Young ladies are out here killing themselves because the media makes them, instead of them looking in the mirror and seeing what they see, they look on the internet and see what others tell them to see. So, I definitely miss the 80s. I wish we could go back to the 80s. But I also wish that, there were more grandparents and parents out here teaching our kids certain stuff. They're not getting the same type of nurturing that we got. And so God, like my children talks about God all the time. And their friends, I have a daughter who has a friend that's an atheist. And, it's sad. I'm not saying that what her parents taught her wasn't what they wanted to teach her, but I teach my kids about both. Would you rather get caught praying and asking for forgiveness and don't go to hell and there is no hell? Would you rather say, yeah, God forgive me, and then you get there is no hell? Or would you not pray and you get there and there's a hell and you can't even do anything about it at that point? So, I don't understand it. I just don't understand why we as a generation of Black individuals don't sit down and teach our kids certain things, because society is taking it from us. They're taking it all from us. And imagine your child not knowing anything about its history, not even the history of African Americans back in the day, but the history of your family. People
right. And I heard somebody say one time, Shelly,
used to work in the mills and, because I lived in East Chicago and Hammond, and they had, the inland steel mills and stuff like that. They're just not, we as a people are just not teaching our kids anything anymore. So that's just my opinion. I apologize. Every time I call, I rant.
Shelly, we love when you call. We love your insight. You bring we need to add you as a fourth panelist is what we need to do, because you bring a lot of insight, a lot of helpful insight.
Thank you.
I'd like to bounce off of what you said that really makes my skin crawl. You have other races that, they teach wealth in their families, but when you come to Black families, I got out there and got it by myself. You gonna get out there and get it by yourself. I can't stand to hear parents tell their kids that, because guess what? In white America, that's not the case. White America is going to teach
Yeah.
you. And I'm not before I get attacked. We do have some black families, but that are the exception to the rule. We do have black families teaching wealth, but I'm saying, in generally speaking, I hear what I just said more than anything. I'm not leaving my kids nothing. What you mean you ain't leaving your kids nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want them to keep struggling like you did for generations and generations and generations? Your kids, your grandkids could possibly be homeless.
Let me piggyback off of that for a second, though, Malcolm. I wouldn't say I'm not going to leave my kids anything, but what I am going to do is make you work for what I'm going to leave you.
Malcolm?
And that's how you're supposed to do it. That's how. Yeah. If you've never read the story of the Rockefellers, I'd like anybody on the panel or anybody in the listening audience to go and study the Rockefellers. The Rockefellers were one of the most wealthiest families ever in American history, and that's what they do still today. They are still, if I'm not mistaken, this family started building wealth in maybe the 1920s, 1910s. I'm not really sure, but still today in 2024, if you want a piece of the pie, whether you're my great grandchild or whoever you are as a Rockefeller, you have to earn it.
Yes.
And you know what, Malcolm? So you just made a statement. You said people, the individuals that don't. Back in the day, also this, it took a village to raise a child. Now you can't even find one. My grandkids, my grandson is a football player and he is the bomb. My granddaughter dances with the Diamond Divas. She is the bomb. But also, I go in and the other kids call me grandma. Because like with my grandson, if they were doing something and I saw my grandson doing it, he wasn't the only one got scolded. Whoever was with him, and my grandkids and my kids don't play you disrespecting me. So the good thing about that was that they had to sit there and listen. I have so many. When I tell you this, I am not exaggerating, Malcolm and Chosen. Candy, no. I have so many people that make me cry at least once a week because all of my children that I raised had friends. They all say, Mama Shelley, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't, some of them had in the 80s parents who did drugs or who did other things. And so I stepped in. And so if they came to my house, they were raised like my children. My children couldn't go to a lot of other kids' houses, but you can all come here and eat and have fun and, dance and joke and all that. But they make me feel so appreciated. I know my daughter tells me all the time, you can't save the world, Mom. But before I die, I want to save as many kids as I can. And so they all say,
that's what everybody tells me.
Said to me, she's really doing good in her business right now. And she said, every day she thinks about me and the things I said to her and the things I told her and because I taught all of them the same. If my daughter got cussed out for doing something and you were there, you got cussed out because you should know better hanging around her. And so now it's like no one helps no one. Nope. They sit back and they talk about it.
Yeah.
Did you see Martha's daughter sitting around there? She was talking with that string up her butt. Well, why are you not saying to her, listen, baby, you're cute, you're beautiful. You don't have to do all that. And I'm not saying that today's society, that is what it is. I'm not saying that my daughters don't wear revealing clothes, but all of my daughters, every last one of them have graduated from college. They all have nice cars. They all have nice houses. They all have nice jobs, so what they do now with their life, they try to keep me off media so they don't friend me. They friend me to Facebook because they said that's an old school media, so you can be on that. But anything else, they don't friend me. But just the fact that you respect me enough to not let me or my friends see all this extra stuff that we're only allowed to be on one media that you're professional or polite on, I'm for that because you learned what I taught you. The world don't got to see everything. And it's crazy how it took a village to raise a child, and you can't even get 3 people to help raise a child.
Well,
right?
that, you know what that problem, part of that problem is?
It's almost depressing to watch the kids.
Can she hear me?
You know, kids all the time. I said in the 80s, like you guys were saying, the music, there was a word in every song. You learned something. If you took the time to stop and listen, you learned something.
But part of the problem today is
the uncles, the aunties.
She can't hear me.
Got together and listened to that music.
She can't hear me.
Y'all sit up and listen and have y'all kids come in and let them turn on their music.
Y'all gotta fix that.
Hold on, hey, hold on real quick, Shelly. Lyric wants to say something in response.
Can she hear me though?
I think it.
Okay.
I think there's some kind of connectivity with your laptop. I really do, because.
Well, I mean, because we were able to hear, because I was talking to Angela, so I don't know why it's doing it now.
I'm sorry,
you know?
Shelly, we're gonna let you hear what Lyric is saying. Please relay what she's saying to Lyric right quick.
I think Lyric could hear what she was saying, but Shelly can't hear Lyric.
Right, I'm saying.
No, I can't hear.
I'm saying make sure Shelly hears what Lyric is saying.
All right, Lyric, I'm gonna try to relay back what she's about to say. So go ahead.
Well, no, because what everything she's saying is the problem with today is we have a lot of, like you say, kids raising kids, and the grandparents are kids, and the great grandparents are young. So the problem is, nobody stepped up when it first started happening. You got them having babies as young as 11 or 12 years old now. So by the time their child gets older, that's their little sister, not their daughter. That's their little brother, not their son. And nobody is being taught how to respect your elders. Nobody's being taught when you go to school to learn. It's not a fashion show. I think they need to be more strict at school. Kids are mad because you can't wear Crocs in school. Look, they won't let them wear Crocs, but they'll let them wear skirts up their butts with their cheeks hanging out. That makes no sense to me. You won't let them wear certain shoes, but you let them come to school half naked. And I think that's a big problem. And when my kids were in uniforms, they didn't know it, but I was loving it. I was absolutely loving it. Yeah, you got to wear a uniform, and I think initially in the future, they need to go to all uniforms. And I'm sorry to say it, if they can't go to school and dress properly so that these boys can concentrate and these girls can concentrate, Okay, she said she can hear me on here. So at the end of the day, the way we were raised, they're not even getting half of that today. And along with religion not being in schools anymore. And I mean, everybody doesn't believe in God, but we had structure with religion. There was some type of structure, teaching morals, teaching respect with religion. That was my take.
That was a lot to relay, but
were you able to hear any of that?
She hears me on here.
Yeah, I actually went on Facebook.
Okay.
And I watched her on Facebook.
All right, cool.
Okay. I want to encourage y'all to make sure you comment, like, share, follow. You're more than welcome to call in, whether you're tuned in on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. No matter where you're tuned in at, you're more than welcome to chime in with your thoughts on the subject. And also, you can also call in at 832-560-2885. Right now, we're on the phone with Shelly. And thank you so much for calling in, Shelly. Where are you calling in from?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Could you please share the video in Indianapolis, Indiana for us?
Absolutely. See, here's the thing. I keep trying to get you guys, where I can see everybody. Because when Lyric used to go into the studio and she put her phone, I can see all of you guys. I can't, for some reason, download whatever it is I need to download so that I can actually be connected to, you know, the studio.
The Real Talk.
What is going on? How do I
tell her how to get on the Real Talk on Facebook?
The Real Talk, right? I don't see Chosen or you. Yes,
Shelly, all you have to do when you see only Lyric, you're on her personal page. In order to see all of us at one time, all you have to do is go to either our YouTube, our Facebook, or our Instagram page at Real Talk 100 Radio.
And when it's live, you will be able to pull them up and see all of us.
Make sure that I am, you know, connected to you, to everyone.
And I think, Malcolm, I think that's one of the issues as far as hearing me. I think they're on their phone.
Malcolm?
Yeah, no, ma'am. Shelly, go ahead and say it again.
I said, okay, I will make sure that the next time I am connected to you all.
If yes, ma'am. If you go to Real Talk 100 Radio right now, you'll see all three of us. And I think that's the problem. If you go to Real Talk 100 Radio, you should be able to hear everything she's saying. I think that's the problem. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Shelly, I'll get back to you with a conclusion to your topic. To your conversation. I want everybody to, in the meantime, I want everybody to know exactly what you're listening to this morning, no matter where you're tuned in from. There is the flyer right there on the in front of you. This is the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We want y'all to tune in every Monday and every Thursday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Where we have topics just like you see today. If you would like to talk about something specifically, we want you to make sure you either get in Chosen's inbox, my inbox, or Lyric's inbox, and just talk to us. Our personal friends, we're willing to talk about anything. I have to, on a side note, I need to make sure that everybody that's tuned in on my personal page on Malcolm Lewis Jackson, I have Mr. Vontre Shears has a lot to say.
What's up, bro?
But I can't. I want to relay the message to everybody who's tuned in there on my personal page that I can't see I can't put all of your comments on the screen if you're tuned in from my personal page. That's just another way social media blocks us from communication. So they don't want us to be successful. So the only way to see your comments is if you come on to Real Talk 100 Radio's YouTube page or Facebook page. That's the only way I can see you guys' comments. The only way I see Mr. Vontre Shears' comments is I came out of the app that I'm in to see who was commenting on what. Vontre Shears was talking about my comment about the Rockefellers. He didn't hear the part about how these families are breaking generational curses by teaching their family generational wealth. He heard that, they didn't necessarily get it the right way. They were using slavery. They were using us to get rich. I understand that. But at the same time, I'm only touching on how they built generational wealth. That's all I'm talking about. That racist, the slavery topic is an entirely different topic. We can touch on a different day. Back to the Table Talk Morning Show with Real Talk 100 Radio. Before we release the call, though, Shelly, is there anything you wanted to say in conclusion so we can open up the phone lines?
No. Well, besides that, I enjoy you guys every time. Sometimes you don't even know I'm here, and it is actually enlightening. I actually see you guys right now, but it is actually enlightening. And of course, certain people or individuals don't want you to succeed, because when we have Black leaders that are leading us and our children in the right direction, they always want to intercede and send us down the wrong path. So I am so proud of my girl Lyric. She's always been an inspiration in my life. She knows that. I met Chosen on the boat, and I enjoyed him immensely. And a few other individuals, I met them and I enjoyed them. But I think you guys are doing a good thing, and I absolutely will start sharing this with everyone I know. I will put it on my page and make sure that the people I know see you guys. So that is it. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, sis. Love you.
Thank you, Shelly. That was a great call. She is now tuned in on YouTube, watching us live. Shelly is. Call in on topic, everybody. The topic right now, I'm not sure if they're going to change subjects or not, but the topic right now, everybody, is what would you bring? What do you like most about the 1980s? I know some of you are too young to even discuss this, but if you were born in the 60s or the 70s, what do you like most about the 80s that you wish was a part of 2024 way of life? We've had several different answers already. One was whipping these children's backsides, because these days people are tired of people are scared to do that. That's one way. Somebody else brought up music. I forgot what Lyric's favorite part was. So
music.
So just to rehash, Lyric's what she wants to bring from the 80s is the music. Chosen?
Bruh, I said, can we bring back the 80s economy, the prices to the 2024? That and bring back Saturday mornings, dog. Saturday mornings was bomb in the 80s, dog.
I remember spending those with my mom. Watching the cartoons. Yeah. Man, you know what I used to love, y'all? Three Stooges. I love me some Three Stooges.
Y'all remember? See, and they need to bring back, like, we had stuff like Schoolhouse Rock. Y'all remember?
I remember that. Yep.
Junction was your
function.
Yes.
Oh, well, I know that I will, but today I am still just a
will.
You know what I'm saying? We had, like, if you think about it.
Oh, we got another call.
Shelly.
Educational and fun.
Shelly, I have to hang you up. Please call back. I have another call. Okay.
Okay, hang up. I'm good. Hang up.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Love you.
All right. Hey, we are at the table with Lyric and Chosen. Who we got?
We got 45J on the line.
What up, dude?
What's going on, Pam?
What's up, Jay?
How y'all doing?
Oh, man, we great. About yourself?
I can't complain. I'm still alive. I'm here.
I know that's.
But I just wanted to tap in and say to all y'all for what y'all were speaking on as far as time errors and kids nowadays. I'm a 90s baby, so I can't really speak on the 80s, but I can speak on some 80s relatives that I had. And what I do know is if you stepped out of line, you got corrected.
Absolutely.
If you stepping out of line with the person that corrected you, you probably got a whooping from the park all the way back to your door. You know what I'm saying? So
I done had them.
I agree with whoever said that these kids need a whooping to the backside. They don't know that no more. Some of these kids don't know about getting really punched in your mouth for being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I don't agree with violence, but I do agree with when you cross that line of respect. Okay, you have to learn that lesson.
Yeah, respect has to be taught. Respect has to be earned.
Get a hold of you that everybody don't want.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. You not too late. Like the 90s, the 90s, like, okay, so like I said, I might as well have been an 80s baby because I was born in 77. Yeah. So from 77 to 1980, I'm only like 2 and 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not as conscious as I was if I was a 5-year-old, 6-year-old. So we're talking about like maybe around 82, 83. You know, now I'm able to start remembering some things. So I'm more 80s than I am 70s. So I said that to say you're not too late. You got some of them 80s relatives and you got some of the people that had those same values from the 80s and the 70s. So yeah, you got some of that. You know, you was able to get some of that 80s, what, you know, that 80s bringing up is, and maybe just a little bit of that, maybe just a little side of that 70s too. So yeah, right. you ain't too young. I mean, you're not late on that, you know, but I think the ones that are like late are the ones that was like late 90s and early 2000s because now
in the 2000s.
Yeah, because like in the 2000s, the parenting was different. They wanted to be more of like they kids' friend than their parent.
Yeah.
So like my pops never hit me with that. I ain't one of your little friends, or I'm not your friend. My dad was my friend, but he was also my coach. He was also my mentor, my sensei, if you will. So it wasn't like, you know, I didn't have one of them. I'm trying to remember what that movie was. that at first it was James Earl Jones, and then Denzel did the one. He did it where he was the father, and then the son, like the dude, he just was like, my job is just to raise you. He said, I ain't gotta like you. I got this. I'm glad I didn't have one of those. My dad was like, hey, you know, my dad will sit down with me and watch a football game with me, and he'll tell me where it is that I went wrong, and he'll discipline me. And then if one of my uncles said something to me, and I disrespected them, and it got back to my dad, it was, yo, I gotta, you know, my dad was a Mufasa. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My dad was a Mufasa. He was, I gotta teach my son a lesson. I ain't get the little talk like Simba did. I got a belt with a talk like Simba did, but it wasn't like, you know, the belt wasn't, like, I understood where it came from. They're like, hey, had I not did this, then I wouldn't have got that, then I wouldn't have made my dad mad, because most cases when sons didn't like to disappoint their fathers. Like I didn't like to disappoint my dad, and that was a whooping within itself.
Right.
You know? I had like a little smart mouth too and everything. And I'm not gonna say I agree with everything that my dad said or did, but I knew that my dad was a staple in my life, that if I was gonna learn how to become a functional man in society, I had to learn it from him. I wasn't gonna learn it from nobody else. So nowadays you got it to where it's either these pops, some of them they got their sons calling them by their first name. They not really involved in their life, or they trying to just be their friend. Like you can't just be your kid's friend. Like you got to be something more. You have to be exactly what it is. Like my dad used to always talk about, hey, look, you know, my one part of my job is making sure your name don't come up on no books, making sure you can survive and have these social skills and learn how to make it through the world. I've done that.
You know,
part of my job.
What you just said, you know, what my mother used to say.
No, I feel that all the way. My pop, me and you kind of had the same upbringing when you say it like that. Hold
on, Jay. I don't think you can hear Lyric, but Lyric was saying something real quick. Let Lyric make her point real quick, and then we're gonna get back. Hold that thought.
No, just the same. My mama used to say. She used to tell us, "I'm gonna whoop you so the police don't have to." You know.
Yeah. My dad used to say something like that too. He used to be like,
Tell Official J what she said.
Yeah. Okay. So she said her dad used to be.
My mom used to say, "I'm gonna whoop you so the police don't have to."
I'm gonna whoop you so the police don't have to. And that's what she said just then. That's what she was bringing back in on what you. Now what did you have to say, Jay?
One more time, I barely heard you. You were kind of muffled.
You too close to the mic, baby.
All right. So Lyric said part of like what we said. Her mom said that I'm gonna whoop you so the police won't do it.
For real.
So that's kind of like
Chicago stuff for real.
Yeah. So what was the point you were getting ready to make, Jay?
Yeah, I was also gonna say, going back to them kids earlier, even me being with myself, paying attention to my little ones and his friends around him. I've always been raised on be a leader, not a follower. One, and then two, as well as where was I going with this? In the neighborhood, we talked a little bit earlier. We got to get back to organizing our own neighborhoods. I forgot your name. I'm sorry, sir, but you mentioned Rockefellers earlier. Rockefellers, they are family. You know what I'm saying? And with their family, they're organized. But everybody look at it as, okay, that's their family though. But you got to look at your neighborhood dang near as your family. If everybody's biblical or believing God, then you know that the Bible say love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be in tune with the people that's around you, especially when you ain't at home and your kids might be outside playing. You might need that info. We have to, as a Black community, in my opinion, this ain't the right way to go, but in my opinion, it's a start. We have to be able to be submissive to one another when it comes to bettering ourselves and our loved ones, because there might be some information that you all know that I don't know. But I'm sitting up here being arrogant, being disrespectful, and y'all ain't even gonna want to tell me. You get me? Same thing with these kids. We gotta get them to a point to, hey man, calm down. Yeah, you might be mad, but this ain't the way to go about it. Man, go home, I had to, or tell your mom or something like that. People don't do that nowadays. We just let these kids crash out, and then us as adults, we sitting up here looking at it like, well, dang, little Jack gone, dang, little so-and-so caught something from messing around with all these people in the neighborhood. We don't tell them about it. Versus, hey, you do this can happen to you.
Yeah, we don't really
right,
and to elaborate on that too, a lot of them don't fear consequence. So, and that's most of it is they don't fear the consequence. The thing about it is you as a parent, not just fathers, because mothers can do it too. If you let your children, it's not so much as telling your kids no. Like no is just a statement. But the reason why kids rebel is because no ain't good enough. You gotta think about it. No is not good enough. If you tell them what the consequences are and you can show them proof of those consequences, it'll get them to think, because that's what worked with me. Because that's one thing that made it to where I was not a teen father. I could have been, but I was on so much like, golly, man, look, if I don't want this to be postponed in my life, it's probably going to benefit me to
not
do this. Like, if I'm seeing how this work and this don't work, then I probably need to take heed to this advice. So you want to be, so look at one of your friends that got to go to school, they got to deal with this woman, or they got to deal with this girl, both of them kids, and they got a kid. You got to take this little boy to your school every day, and then they sit up in the class telling you how hard it is and how hard it is and how different it is now for them to reach their goals. Those are consequences. And the thing about it is do you want to go that route? Nowadays, these kids don't fear consequences because they be like, oh, well, if it happens, it happens. I get if it happens, but why would you put yourself in that situation? So, I was taught, and not just me, but a lot of people nowadays, it's like you don't want to teach consequences. They want to go off of that just because I said so. That's why your children rebel. They rebel because I said so, because you said so.
Yeah, like who talking to? That would have got you popped in the mouth back in the gap.
Well, I mean, I mean, even though I got told because I said, even when I got told because I said so, I didn't.
Yeah, but sometimes that would suffice though, because I've said that a lot. If I tell my kids something and I say because I said so.
Hold on, one thing. I got both of y'all talking at the same time. I'm gonna let Lyrics was saying, she was elaborating on the because I said so. To hold your thought, Jay. We're gonna get right back to you.
Right on.
What I'm saying is, I said so was my favorite saying, because when I said it, my kids knew it was because I said so, and you're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So if I told them that they couldn't do something, you can't question what I tell you. Just do what I tell you. Period. Today, you got to take a long, drawn out thing with these kids and explain this and I'm not explaining nothing. If I say don't do it, don't do it. I don't need to explain it. Some things may have to be explained, but if I tell you to do something and do it because I said do it, then do it because I said do it.
Now, what are you talking about as far as, let me ask you this. So are you talking about as far as chores?
No. It could be on any level.
I'm talking about as far as what?
Yeah. Hold on, Jay. Hold on. What you said now? What? Like, give me an example.
Okay, let me give you an example. If my kids ask me, can they do something? Go somewhere, have some friends, or whatever it is, and I say no, and they ask me why. If I don't want to explain that to you, I'm not going to explain, because once I say no, no is what it is. And then when I say no, no is no. Official
Jay.
Okay.
Official Jay. Before Chosen gets in, Lyric, I don't know why you can't hear her, but she's basically saying when a parent says no, that should be it, and that's how it was with me. I would get my head knocked off if I dad said anything else after all of that, because you said so, would have got my head knocked off. So that's what Lyric is saying. She's coming in remotely from home, so that might be part of the reason you can't hear her. So I'm just relaying the message so you're not in the blind, caller. Okay, now Chosen had something to say.
So all right, let me ask you this question. So when you said no, if they said they couldn't go nowhere, if you told them they couldn't go nowhere or have such and such friend over, and you just said no and you wouldn't explain, have you ever had an issue where one of your kids snuck out the house?
No. Well, yes, I did. Yeah, my daughter.
Okay. Your daughter snuck out the house. Hold on. So your daughter snuck out the house. Have you ever had an issue where if you told them kids, like, yeah, you can't have this person over at the crib. I don't want nobody at my house while I'm not here. You ain't never caught nobody at the crib?
Of course.
Not yet.
Okay, so listen, this is my point. And this is why I say, and this is just for me because this is what worked for me. This is why I say that because I said no, this is why that don't work. Why it didn't work. Because I know for me, I was like, all right, I asked you if I could go somewhere. You tell me no because you said so.
Absolutely.
But I don't give you no problems. I do what you tell me to do and all of that. But I asked you to go somewhere and I'm listening. You tell me now because you said so. The only problem I have with that is the reason why I want to know why is because what is the problem that you seeing? Because I don't see no problem. Now, the thing that happened with me was this. When I asked, like, I would ask my mother, no, my dad, yo, can I go to the arcade? And so he was like, no, because I said so. I had a problem with that because it's like, what's the problem with going to the arcade? So one day he asked me, said, well, if you spend a lot of time with this, then this is gonna happen. Now, is that what you want or not? So it's like, and so hold up. So if you telling your kid you can't go to this party. In their mind, they're like, okay, well, I know that if I go to the party, I'm gonna see my friends. I know I'm gonna be able to do this, and I'm not banking on anything happening. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna come right back or whatever. So if you sit up and tell them, now I don't want you to go, and then they sneak out the house, the reason why is because you didn't give them consequence. Now, if you sit up there and you told them, hey, look, the reason why I don't want you to go to this party is because such and such mom and them not gonna be there, and chances are they gonna have some drinks over there. And if they have drinks and y'all ain't supposed to be drinking, and the cops come, guess who going to jail?
That's too much. That's too much. I'm not doing that.
Wait. Let me finish. That ain't too much. That's exactly what you need to know. Because if I tell you that, and you sneak out my house, and you still go out there, and the cops show up, and I had to come down there at 4 a.m, you're gonna sit there because didn't I tell you that this is what could happen? This is what could happen. I gave you confidence. Now you hold up. Now you finna sit up here and really respect me as your father because I'm not telling you this just because I want to ruin your fun. I'm telling you this because this is something that can ruin your life, and it's gonna ruin your fun. But you can't sit and tell me that we didn't have this conversation. The only thing after you do come out that jail cell, you're gonna be like, yeah, Dad told me.
My daddy told me.
I bet you won't sneak out the house no more.
I'm not explaining.
You sneak out the house and go see that girl. If I tell you don't go see that girl, you sneak out the house and go see that girl, and that dad whoop your behind. And I didn't tell you that. That's my fault because I didn't tell you what could happen. So I'm not really saying that I'm explaining. I'm telling you about consequence because I know as a black man that if I don't give you consequence, then you won't fear consequence. You're going to go do willy-nilly what you think is going to do because in your right mind, you feel like you are able to do it because you ain't trying to hurt nobody. So
that's the difference. They're different parenting styles. And on mine, if I say no, it's no. I'm not doing no explaining. If I say no, my thing is I feed you, I clothe you, I keep a roof over your head. All of this. I put money in your pockets when you need it. If I say no, it's no, and I don't have to explain it. Now, maybe sometimes I might, but do I have to? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna explain it if I don't want to, because if I say no, no is what it is.
Official 45J, can you hear her?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Okay. She Lyric is chiming in and she's saying the same thing, but in a different way. Yeah. Once she's spoken,
no means no.
No means no.
I'm not gonna sit up and explain to my kids my parenting skills, because if I'm taking care of you and you living in my house, I don't have to explain nothing to you. If I say you're not going, you're not going. Do I need to give you an explanation? No.
If she says as a parent, no, that should be the end of it, is what she's saying. We'll definitely try to get that this problem fixed so that our callers can hear her when she's being piped in remotely. This is the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We want you to tune in every Monday and Thursday morning from 9 a.m. to the 11 a.m. For more topics like we're talking about today. So we're bouncing off the main topic today, which is what do you like about the 80s that you would rather that you would love having in the 2024 way of life. Chosen says the economy, Lyric says the music, and right now we're talking about the discipline on the kids. Namely, if you have an answer this morning, you're more than welcome to call in at 832-560-2885 in the last 10 minutes of the show. Right now, we're on the phone with official_45J. Go and give him a follow. That's who's on the phone lines now. Official_45J. Before I hand the microphone back to Lyric, is there anything you'd like to say in closing this morning, sir?
Yes, sir. Closing statement. The brother that was speaking before, I completely agree with you as far as better just for your kids know without a reason that we as parents should change it and give them that consequence that could happen first. And I do that with my little one as well. And my lady, she low-key get mad at me sometimes, but ladies as well, if you have a good man in your life who wants to see nothing but the best for your child, understand that there's going to be some disciplines you may not be familiar with, that he's just trying to protect his child. And one for me, real quick before I get off, my little one, he wanted to go to the pool with some of his homeboys, but I noticed that some of his homeboys be doing some reckless stuff. So one day I told him, don't go to the pool with your homeboys. And he was like, why can't I go? I said, because I don't want nothing to happen to you and we can't see you type of thing. So I come down there to go to the stove. What he doing? He at the pool with his homeboys. What happened? He done scraped his knee real bad. And none of his homeboys came to the house to patch him up, alcohol, say, Mr. Grant, your little one down, none of that. So when he came back, guess what? We patched that leg up and he was on punishment. But then he ain't did it no more.
Yeah, because that's why I mean that's the reason. Could you hear him, Lyric?
Yeah, I heard him.
Right. Yeah, because that's the reason. I don't want you to learn the consequence without me telling you why the consequence is in place. I don't want you to have to suffer the consequence without me forewarning you of the consequence.
I understand teaching a consequence, but at the end of the day, I do explain some things, but if I choose to say because I say so, then they shouldn't do it.
Get a hold of young kids. And all they had to do was go to school and go home.
I implement that too. I'll be like, when I told my children, I ain't had them problems when they lived with me. When they lived with me, I didn't have those problems because I was like, look, this is all you got to do. My dad told me that. I learned from him. As far when it came to like discipline and following your own and learning and stuff, my dad taught me the best way that he knew, and I felt like that was one of the best. Things. He was one of the best at it, and he told me was like, all you got to do is this, and this. If you take care of going to school and getting your grades and not getting in trouble and doing what you're supposed to, I'll take care of all of this, and that. That right there was in the same terms as God, if you will. God basically tells you the same thing. Look, all you got to do is this, and I'll take care of everything else. As long as you put your best foot forward and you do what you're supposed to be doing, and in terms, then hey, we can do it like that. That's the blueprint. So the thing about it is, like God tells you the consequences, like for real. Like God has no problem telling you if you do this, this is what's gonna happen. Like, but you have to understand and come into it. You have to come into it as all you gotta do is ask, okay, why is this in place? Why should you not kill? Why should you not fornicate? Why? If you ask those questions, it'll come to you. And at the right amount of time that it's supposed to, which is the same reason why, as a parent, that's why, I'm never gonna try to give you, I'm never gonna not give you the consequence and just say, just because I said this, I gotta tell you why, because that's part of me protecting you from doing that. And then if you go around and you do it, then hey, it's like, hey, I told you. Hey, but you win, you did. But hey, you got to find out.
Sometimes because I said so is necessary. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Sometimes because I said so is necessary.
Sometimes some lessons you just do not have to learn on your own. So if anybody young listening, Listen to your old heads, man. We call my old heads in my time, my 90s time, we call them OGs. Like, them is our OGs. Listen to them.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
If they guiding you wrong, that's the only time you don't listen to them. How you know they guiding you wrong? If you're going to die by it or if you're going to be sick by it. But if they telling you right, ain't lied to you, please, youngins, listen to your old heads, man. They lived a long time for a reason.
Yeah, they gonna tell you, and then you ain't even got. Sometimes you don't even have. It's once again, and I got to get out of here. It's almost like it's once again the Bible. If you can open up the Bible, just abstract, open up the Bible and not look for a specific scripture. Just open it up and read around. I promise you're gonna get what you needed to get right then and there without even saying it. So that's the same equivalent as like if you roll around with your OGs, you around them, and you just listen. They're gonna answer something. Something's going to be given to you for you to that you can take with you. So that's why I'm like, you gonna get, you're gonna get the testament, you're gonna get the nuggets. It's like that's it. Bottom line. Right. So, but I think as far as like with me and Lyric, like on that, we're gonna probably be we're gonna probably always be on a different end of that.
Well, because I come from a different era than you, and that's the way my mom and my grandparents were. And if my mother said because I said so is what it was. No excuse. And guess what? I wasn't gonna do it either because I knew my mother was gonna take my head off. And she had already let me know, if you do it after I tell you because I said so, I'm gonna take your head off.
I'm a little bit of both of y'all because I was born in the same era as Lyric, and you did not question your parents, but I also keep in mind that these kids of the day aren't necessarily what we are. So I try to implement what mom and dad taught me. Look, it's because I told you, but listen, I don't need you questioning me. But because I realize you cut differently and all of that, I'm going to explain myself. But don't question me again. If I tell you something, don't question me again. And my 21-year-old, she's 22 now. She still has a problem with it. She's a woman now, but when she was 14 and 15, boy, I went round and round with her about that. Well, Dad, you always said you were going to explain. And I also told you don't keep questioning me either. If I tell you, so it's a slippery slope.
If it needs an explanation, But if you ask me something and you done asked me already, and I told you no, it's no.
Right quick, y'all. Right quick, caller and Lyric and the listening audience. Chosen has to go to work. In closing, Chosen, anything to say before you get out of here?
Now, I mean, other than that, about the 80s, man, I'm building a time machine. I'm going back to the 80s. Y'all want something back?
I'm going with you.
So I'm going, and I'm like, the 80s and the 90s, man. Y'all know we could talk about this all day long because this right here ain't working for me in a lot of ways.
What, the 2000?
Man, this new era is all from the place, but maybe it's because we're more conscious now. I'm more conscious now, and I'm like, Earth is ghetto, and I want to leave.
Did he say Earth is ghetto? I'm done with you.
We all need to be leaders, though. Especially when it comes to the youngest in our community. That's my closing word.
That's what's up, man. But I appreciate y'all. I gotta leave y'all a little bit early, man, but I gotta get. And so we're gonna pick up Monday, and y'all know how we do it. Y'all know how we do it on the table. We set the table with pretty much sometimes nothing at the table. Y'all bring your food. You know what I'm saying? The food is the metaphor to what we're gonna talk about. And we're gonna chop it up and we're gonna eat. Y'all know how we do it.
Right.
Right on.
Somebody told me they say I need to sing more over here, so we're probably gonna do that too.
All right. Thank you. Official_45. Jay, thank you for calling in. Thank you for your support, my man. And
I appreciate y'all having me.
When you get off the phone, please do me a couple favors and share it to inboxes to other parents, other people who were born in the 80s that may want to chime in. They missed the show, but at least they'll see when to tune in next time for another great show.
Right on. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Jay.
All right. It's just me and Lyric left in the studio. Chosen had to go to work, y'all. This is another edition of the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We've got 11 minutes left in the show and we'd love for you to call in on topic. The call-in number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It is 832-560-2885. I want to do a quick shout out to a couple of our sponsors. Right there on the screen is Life Coach. Go to www.onneekheart.com if you need some life coaching. Also, we want you to, the same lady has her own wine line. She's a sponsor of Real Talk 100 Radio, A Taste of Love Wine. Go and follow A Taste of Love Wine on IG, Facebook, and TikTok. Her website is right there, www.atasteoflove.love. This wine is infused with aphrodisiacs, ladies and gentlemen. So, hey, sex life.
Correct our spelling for Total Wine.
I messed up that spelling for Total Wine. I'll correct that right now.
Yeah, so it's Total Wines, guys.
The wine can be found in Select, Total, and Wines and more. Go and check it out. This is the lady right here on the screen. This is the owner of a Total Wine. This is the owner of A Taste of Love Wine right here on.
And that wine is really good. I mean, I tasted it and I was impressed. I love it.
It is really good, really, really good. Go to the website right there. That is Dr. Love, the only doctor who prescribes wine, everybody. Y'all go and check her wine out soon and let her know Malcolm sent you from Real Talk 100 Radio. That's two of our sponsors. I'll get to our other sponsor in a minute. Right now, we're going to get back to the Table Talk Morning Show with Real Talk 100 Radio. And Lyric, what you got for us in the last 9-10 minutes of the show?
Guys, in 2024, live your best life. Everything that you have that you want to do, start doing it today. Don't wait, because the longer you wait, the more chances you're not going to do it. I'd rather do something and fail than think about doing it and not even try. You have to at least try. That's what it's about. And when something doesn't work, find out what you need to tweak to make it work. We're here for each other. This is your girl with the morning table talk. And we will be back here next Monday. I'm trying to bring a guest in. Her name is May J. She's a medium, but she also does a lot of other things too. A lot of herbal mixes. She dabbles in Dr. Sebi's books and remedies and things like that. So we're gonna bring her on. I'll let you know officially if we're gonna have her Monday. But guys, don't forget, I'm over at Happy Vibes Daiquiri, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays, and some Sundays. I do a live over there from between 4 and 7. That's our happy hour. Take a good look at that menu, because I ask you questions from the menu so you can win Jell-O shots, tube shots, drinks, half gallons. If I get enough people coming on my live, I will give away half gallons. If I have 50 or more people, I will give away a party pack. So you guys got to call and tag people and build that up so you can get a chance to win something big. And just sending a shout out to all my peeps out here that's trying to start your business. Hit us up and let us know who you are so we can get your name out there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Happy Vibes Daiquiri is located where again, Lyric?
2833 Spears Road. 2833 Spears Road, Happy Vibes Daiquiri, y'all.
If you're located on the north side, anywhere in the Greenspoint area, Jersey Village, on the corner, on the edge of Acres Home, over there by the Beltway and Shotwell Intermediate School. If you're located anywhere near Champions or Bama North Houston, anywhere in that area, this place is, the best daiquiris in the area. If not, and you have an argument and saying somebody else's are better, I dare you to go over there and try one. Nobody in the area is better than Happy Vibes Daiquiri. Y'all go and check it out. I recommend the Boot Up. I recommend the Boot Up. That's one of the strongest drinks you can possibly get, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was my creation about 3 years ago, I think.
Boot Up. When you go to Happy Vibes Daiquiri, that's what I'm going to tell you to choose. Lyric, do you have a top 2 or 3 drinks over there?
Well, Boot Up, Who Dat is another top, and then WAP.
Wow.
And those 3 are the employees there who actually came up with those names and those blends, and they have been at the top of the charts since. So Boot Up was mine, Who Dat was my girl Kita's, and WAP was my son Eli's.
Awesome. Y'all, we support small businesses 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at Real Talk 100 Radio. Today is no different. We want you to support Happy Vibes Daiquiri. We want you to support Total Wine and More. Sorry.
Got another shout out too.
We want to make sure you patronize Happy Vibes Daiquiri. We want to make sure you patronize this lady right here, the owner of A Taste of Love. She can
Euphoria.
She can be found in select liquor stores around select Total Wine around the Houston greater area. Go to her website at atasteoflove.love and find out more information about where this wine is kept at Total Wine. All stores don't have it. Euphoria Lounge, Bar, and Restaurant. Shout out to the owners, Tamala and Lamont. They are doing a wonderful job. This is the hottest club on the north side of Houston. Hottest lounge, hottest bar, hottest lounge/bar/lounge restaurant. Y'all get over to Euphoria. They have something going every day of the week. $15 hookahs. They've got karaoke. They've got all kinds of things going on all week.
Yeah.
At Euphoria Lounge. Shout out to them. Somebody tag, as I'm talking about them, somebody tag Euphoria Lounge. Somebody tag Tamala and Lamont Rice. We support small businesses 365 days a year here at Real Talk 100 Radio. We support small businesses on the Table Talk Morning Show. If you would like us to highlight your business, all you got to do is get my email. All you got to do is hit my email. And you can sponsor the show. You can have your own radio show. There's the information right there. If you're interested in promoting or advertising your business, events, or music, send your information to Real Talk 100 Radio. Make sure you put 3 O's on radio, or I will not get the communication. If you would like to sponsor the morning show, all you got to do is hit me up at 346-779-5831. Just text sponsorship to my number. That's my personal number, and I'll make sure Lyric and Chosen get the message. If you would like your own radio show here on the network, there's the information right there as well. You can talk about sports. You can talk about religion. You can talk about politics. You can talk about sex, relationships. You can talk about sports, whatever you like on Real Talk 100 Radio by texting show to 346-779-5831. Lyric, it's time.
Also, I want to go ahead and send a shout out to this is the month for the bikers that we pay tribute and safety. You know, keeping your eyes open. Hey, Lisa, keeping your eyes open, watching them on the road. Send a shout out to them boys. I love y'all. Send a shout out to House of Dirty. I want to send a shout out to Outkast. Sending a shout out to Sin City Boys. I love y'all. Sending a shout out to them. I still talk to a lot of them. Bike Awareness Month is this month for the rest of the month. So please watch out for these bikes because they are out there on the streets. I'm trying to get mine out there. So, hey, be attentive and watch out and just be careful. Everybody don't ride like they're supposed to. I get that. So that means that you guys are going to have to take it in your hands to keep an extra lookout for the bikers. And send a shout out to all my bike clubs, all my social clubs. Classy Chicks, send a shout out to Classy Chicks. Chosen Few, I love y'all. Send a shout out to Chosen Few. Diamonds, send a shout out to them. Down Ass Riders, I'm trying to think of the ones that I really know. Just sending a shout out to all of you guys in the set. And my Sin City girls in California, I love y'all. I always will. You guys were like, since I've been in the set, y'all was like top for me. So sending a shout out to them. But again, we'll see you guys on Monday at 2 minutes left.
Yes, indeed.
We're going to go out with a song. Hey, play me. You got Devious ready? You got anything from Devious?
I can definitely look and see if I have something already in.
Yeah, that's my boy. I like to try to patronize him when I get a chance. I'm going to get some music from Shelly's son, too, because I need him up here. But Devious, I would like to shout out to Devious and tell you how proud I am of you. And Zamar. Zamar don't forget that show is on the 26th. It's coming Sunday. Please do not forget to go on where are they supposed to go and find that? Because he didn't give us that flyer.
For the blackout?
The blackout on this Sunday.
I can go and steal it from his page, and I can put the link in the comments right now. I'm looking for.
Okay.
I have Devious. What do you want? You want I Say Rough? What I Say Rough mix or Virtuous Woman? That's
Virtuous Woman.
I have Virtuous Woman. I'm uploading now, and while I'm waiting for that to upload in the last minute of the show, I can go to Zamar Y'all's page and maybe steal the information you're looking for. What information are you looking for again?
We need the flyer that shows how you can go and get your tickets, what time it's going to be, and where it's located.
I'm trying to get that up now. I'm going to go ahead and play some music by Devios, and when I come back, I'm going to try to have all the information for his upcoming concert, which is called The Black.
I got to get ready for work if I'm not here when you come back. I love y'all. Peace out.
All right. Thank you, Lyric. Thank you. This is Devios, everybody. Y'all can follow him online on all social media outlets at Devios. That's Devios. This is Virtuous Woman. This brings us to a conclusion to the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We want you to tune in every Monday and Thursday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. with Lyric by Lyric.
I love y'all.
And Chosen just left. He had to go to work early. This brings us to a conclusion. This is Devios with Virtuous Woman. We'll see y'all Monday morning. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. Everybody have fun and stay safe.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Yes, she is. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above ruby. Yes, she is. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoils. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands.
She is love, she is joy, she is hope, she is peace. She was sent from above. Thank you, God, cause she for me. She is my mama, feel good. This for show sister, my baby girl. The value of her is by far worth more than pearls. Also more precious than rubies. Truly, y'all men need to find her. She that need to win the hate. Stack a diamond in the rough. She will do good and not evil towards everyone that she loves. In her, the heart of her husband, he knows he can surely trust. She is my mother's grandmother, which is my grandmother's mother. She my mother, she my auntie, she my sister, she my cousins. I swear she is like no other. Can't be compared to another. She turned pennies to nickels, nickels to dimes. She's a hustler. She is my main thing. I love her, my better half. She my real. She is the mother of earth who births the reason we live. She is the reason we here. She is the past and what's coming. She is Tyra. She is my wife, Miss Ray, the virtuous woman.
She is like the merchant ship. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth her meat to her household, and a portion to her mate.
Yeah, she's my homie, my road dog, my best friend. She my partner. She is the one that holds me down, so I must build her a proper. I thank the Lord for this blessing. It feels so good that I got her, but I swear for God, life will be hard. You got to live it without her. She makes me proud. I say it loud. She makes me smile and get chills. She is a nurturer. She is the truth. Can't fake what is real. She is the full of my field, cause she's a woman of God. She is my soul. She is my spirit. She is my love. She my heart. Her name is Willie Victoria Gray and Virginia Blade, Betty Alexander, Shirley Jean, Davida Teray, Ramona Jackson, Corona Theory, and Rosemary Reed, Deborah Gray, Debbie Pennock, Lavonda Menifee. Her name is Miss Lorraine Pryor and Lady Donna Nicole, Saduri Scott, Miss Kiki Hudson. Her name Bridget Caprew, Carlisha Haywood, Roxy Hernandez, and Mr. J. Blade. The virtuous woman she is, Tyra Terrell Pittman Gray. Yeah, she is.
Hey, baby.
Hello, my love. How are you?
What you got going on?
I'm watching the kids do their homework and cooking.
By the store, you need anything?
Do I need anything?
She got on.
I have a little something sexy on.
Yes, she is. I'm on her way.
Virtuous woman. I love you too.
She considered a field and by it. With the fruit of her hands, she planted a vineyard. She girded her loins with strength and strengthened her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen, and selleth and delivereth girdles unto the merchants. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come.
Love it, man. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. That was Devios, everybody. And Virtuous.
Who can
I'm sorry. That was Devios, everybody. And Virtuous Woman. Y'all go follow Devios at DEVIOS. That was Devious and Virtuous Woman. This is the last thing I'm going to play today. I want you to make sure, business owners, we need to get together. We need to put our minds and hearts together, and we need to collaborate, because this is Real Talk 100 Radio, and we support you 100%, 1000% at Real Talk 100 Radio. We want to promote you. We want to advertise you. We want to be your brand ambassadors. If you would like to talk more with me in detail, please hit me with a text to my phone number directly, and I will send you the sponsorship package. We're avidly looking for sponsors here at Real Talk 100 Radio all year long. We're looking for small businesses to support. We're looking for music artists to support. We're looking for the best music artists that the music industry has to offer. And we're looking to support everybody. Everybody comes up. There is no crab in the bucket mentality here. We want everybody to succeed. So let's put our heads together. I don't care if it's on an event or promotions or advertising. We can do it all here. We can shoot infomercials for you, just like you see on TV with your favorite business owners in Houston, like Mattress Mac and what's my favorite guy? My favorite guy, his name is that guy is always hollering and screaming at the screen. I'm the Texas. I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. There we go. I had to brainstorm and I had to think about what I was talking about. We can make infomercials for you here at Real Talk 100 Radio to make sure your small businesses it sticks out, differentiates itself from other businesses. We have infomercials here. We have videographers here that work with us. We can make music videos. We can make EPKs. We do a lot for small businesses. We do a lot for music artists. And that's all I've got to say as we go out with another music artist this morning that goes by the name of Zamar Yah. Everybody, this is the last thing I'm going to say or play today. This is Real Love by Zamar Yah. Y'all go follow Zamar Yah at ZAMARYAUAW. That's at ZAMARYAUW. Okay. This is Zamar Yah and Real Love. We'll see y'all Monday. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Oh man, how's life treating you, brother? The tour is going pretty well. Lately I've been feeling like I've been missing something. And what is that? Love? Yeah, man. I think I just need to settle down. I think it's about time. Yeah, man. Must be nice. I mean, I'm sure when we least expect it, she'll come around. Yeah, gotta find her first. But the crazy thing is, it's like, I just don't understand where, she's gonna come from. That's what I thought, brother.
Sometimes I feel lost, sitting here thinking, wondering if I'm dreaming of what more I need. Seems like the word is fading from my heart. It's like, what is love? What is love? No patience involved, the one that's none at all. I'ma tell you now, you need to know what is love. Clap your hands and stomp your feet, feel the rhythm within your heartbeat. Just close your eyes and you'll see all real love. Real love. Real love. That's all y'all know. Well, Going in circles and circles all night long. Oh, how it feels good to be loved again. Just close your eyes and you'll see all real love. Real love. Real love. You can so y'all know. I just wanna love you, babe. Give you everything that I need. I just wanna hold, I just wanna love, I just wanna kiss, I just wanna love you right. I just wanna hold, I just wanna love, I just wanna kiss, I just wanna love you right. Real love, real love. So I just wanna love you, real love. If you ever be real love.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, that brings us to a conclusion to the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio with Lyric and Chosen. They are gone. But hey, y'all, that was Zamar Y'all, everybody. Zamar Y'all can be found on all social media platforms, y'all. He looks a little something like this right here, y'all. Y'all go and give him a follow. I'm going to start doing live radio here. I'm going to start back doing live radio. I'm going to start going back to old school and doing live video shows. Y'all start getting ready. Get ready, music artists. I'm going to start changing stuff up here a little bit now that I'm more comfortable being here behind the boards by myself. When we first started at the station, I was very, very nervous about that because I'm not a tech guy. But I've experienced a lot in the last 3 years concerning running the boards, operating it by myself, and I've learned a lot. I feel a lot more confident to do video shows and review shows. Put your video up on the screen, give it more exposure to those who are watching Real Talk 100 Radio. And since I brought that up, we're proud of ourselves. We're growing. I check the numbers daily. Right now, everybody, we've got over 230,000 people tuned in to Real Talk 100 Radio. 230,000 plus and growing here at Real Talk 100 Radio. Please grow with us. We encourage you to grow with us if you're a small business and you need to create exposure about your business. This is a good place to be. Now, I make sure I'm completely transparent with those who we're in agreement with, those who we're in business with. Out of those 230, almost 240,000, only about 32,000 are local to the greater Houston area and surrounding areas. That's all I got today, y'all. We support small businesses 24 hours a day, 7 days a week here at Real Talk 100 Radio. We are avidly looking for sponsors. I'd like to give a shout out. Put the sponsors already in the comments. Taste of Love Wine can be found in select Total Wine liquor stores. I talked about them earlier. That is one sponsor. We want you to make sure you patronize that small business. There is the link again to our show sponsor. They will be airing. We'll be sipping a Taste of Love tonight from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight on the Divas Dose podcast. We want y'all to tune in tonight. We've got a great show, a great guest coming in. This is the lady. These are the ladies right here of the show that's coming in tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. The Divas Dose podcast will be here live and in effect. They've got great topics every week, and a guest host is coming in tonight. Let me get that topic right quick. The topic for tonight's show is get out of the way, Instagram. Get out of the way, Instagram. The topic for tonight's show is going to be right here. Topic is love versus money. Which one is more important when finding a relationship? That's the topic for tonight's show, Divas Dose podcast, tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. What's more important to you, love versus money? Are you on the love side or are you on the money side? Which one is more important, love or money? When you're finding a relationship, when you're getting in a new relationship, what's more important is the topic tonight on the Divas Dose podcast from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock on Real Talk 100 Radio. Go and follow Divas Dose podcast on all social media platforms. We will be live later on tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and our Instagram. I might go live on our TikTok too, but go to Real Talk 100 Radio and catch us live and give us your answers tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock on the Divas Dose podcast. I can't say it enough. We'd be glad to have you in the listening audience. Have a good day, everybody, and everybody get ready for Memorial Day. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe and drink responsibly. Y'all have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.